All right, so those first four problems we looked at were all addition and subtraction equations. Now we're going to look at ones that involve multiplication and division. What operation do you see here? Multiplication. That's -2 times x. What do we see here? Division. That is x divided by 4. So what is the opposite operation of multiplication? Division. So we don't write it like this. We're not in 3rd grade. We don't write divide by -2 like that. Okay? We're in Algebra 1. So we divide like this. Now, common mistake is we will divide by 2 by accident instead of -2. Why am I dividing by -2? Because there's a negative. We're trying to get rid of the -2. So whatever that is in front of the x, that's what you're going to divide by. What happens to these things here? They cancel. What actually happens when we divide -2 divided by -2? Error.
System
Not an
cannot
error.
compute one.
You get 1. Alright. So when we're actually canceling division, you're not going to 0. 0 is not the. No, we're getting 1. We're getting 1x. So we just write that as x. And what is so this is how I do it. I do this. 2's and the negatives cancel. What is 9 divided by -2?
I get a 4.5.
4.5.
4.5. Yes, negative.
Okay. Thank you. Really nice. I never get Alright. I think this is the first video I've ever smiled on. Usually I'm just a robot. You guys bring it out. Alright. What operation? Now, if we were gonna check this, what would I do? I'd plug -4.5 in for x. What is -4.5 times -2? Well, it would be 9. Okay? We're not gonna check that. Alright. Let's do B. What operation do you see? Division. So that means we're gonna multiply both sides. Watch what I do here. This means I'm going to multiply something. So what am I multiplying by? 4. By the way, what do you guys think the answer is real quick? 32. No.
32. Oops.
You think it's 2 because 8 divided by 2 is 4, right? Yeah. See, with these division ones, they're tricky. They trick our brains. It's like one of those shows on Nat Geo.
I'm not that stupid.
What is 4 times x over 4?
4x over 4.
X. The 4's cancel.
Okay. So we were right.
It's really easy. It really doesn't look so bad.
Yeah, no, so it's easy because there's so few steps. Now, tomorrow, we're going to add some steps. We're going to do something called multi-step equations. So we're going to be doing, it's going to be 2 or 3 steps for each problem. So today, we're building the foundations. Tomorrow, we'll add to that foundation, and it'll be more complicated. All right, let's look at C.
7 pi equals pi.
7 pi equals
Pi x.
7 pi x.
equals pi x.
All right, if I showed you this on a test and I hadn't taught you how to do this, it'd be confusing, right? It does look confusing because the pi. Okay. Pi is a number. It's just a symbol for a number. Just like 7 is the symbol for 7 ones, right? Pi is the symbol for 3.14, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Here's how you solve this. You divide both sides by whatever we're trying to eliminate. What am I trying to eliminate?
Pi.
Pi. I want the x by itself, so I got to get rid of the pi. Hey, what is pi divided by pi?
Yeah.
This just becomes 1x or x. What is 7 pi divided by pi?
7.
7. Which makes sense, right?
Yeah.
7 times pi is equal to pi times
7.
7.
Yeah, yeah.
Makes sense. Y'all are getting wild. Calm down. What did I say? We can't. Hey, I will not record if you guys can't keep the side conversations to a minimum. Alright, D. Danielle, what's D?
Negative 2.5 equals y over 3.
Hey. What operation do you see? Division.
Division.
So we use multiplication. Now what do we multiply by? We multiply by whatever we're trying to get rid of. In this case, we're trying to get rid of the 3. So 3 times 3 and 3 cancel. And what is 3 times negative 2.5? Don't guess. Plug it in your calculator, please.
Negative 7.5.
And that's it. Okay. So we've solved equations involving addition. We've solved equations involving subtraction. We just solved equations involving multiplication and equations involving division. I'm going to show you 2 more problems, and these are the ones that you're going to see that are going to confuse you because things are rearranged. So bear with me for a second. These are not on your sheet. I just thought of them a few minutes ago. I want to make sure I cover them. So you might want to write this on the back of your sheet or in your notes.
You have no
We'll call this problem E. Okay. What operation do you see? Addition. So what should I do to get rid of this?
Subtraction.
So, listen, because these are backwards, we don't look at the addition. We look at the negative next to 2. So don't look at the operation. You're actually looking at the symbol to the left of the number you're trying to get rid of. So because this is a negative 2, what do I do? Add 2 to both sides. So even though this is a plus, we're adding to both sides because this is a negative 2. So this would be x equals, what's negative 12 plus 2? Negative 10. Thank you. And then one more, A, B, C, D, E, F. All right. All right. Now the entire equation's backwards, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. If r is on the right side of the equation, leave it on the right side of the equation. What number do we need to get rid of? 6. What do I do to get rid of the 6?
Minus.
Is it because this is plus?
No.
Why am I doing minus 6? Because the 6 is positive. So we're subtracting 6 from both sides. And we get r equals 8. Questions?
No.
Beautiful.